She gave me up at the hospital, signed the papers, and walked away, like tossing out a used tissue. 25 years. For 25 years, I didn't exist for her. And then she walked into my office in Boston, a Parisian suit, diamond earrings, and that look, used to buying anything she needed. And she said, "Samantha, I am your mother. I'm dying. I need your kidney." In that moment, I felt no anger, no pain, only an icy, crystalline clarity. I smiled, because a week before that, I had already found her, not as a mother, as a patient. And in my folder wasn't her medical history, it was a weapon, the story of her lie. My name is Dr. Samantha Reed. I'm the head of the nephrology department at Massachusetts General Hospital. My first medical chart here was created when I was admitted myself from St. Mary's Home. The line for next of kin was empty. My whole journey, scholarships, college, residency, was an attempt to answer one question. What was wrong with me? Why wasn't I even worth a glance? I became a doctor to give people the chance I never got. The irony is, that same irony of fate led her to me. It all started 3 months ago. I was reviewing complex cases, looking for a candidate for experimental therapy. And I saw the name, Victoria Grant. Age, place of birth, everything matched the scant information I had. End-stage polycystic kidney disease. Her body was rejecting all donor bank options. The only hope, a living related donor. Her history stated, children, none. That was a lie. I was her child, her only genetic chance. I realized this wasn't a coincidence. Her people, her money, they had found me. She knew who I was, and she would come. And I started digging. I went to the county hospital in Ohio where I was born. The archives were on microfilm. I had to get a court order as a relative, and I found it, the birth report, and a handwritten note by the same doctor who signed the release. The mother tested positive for HIV antibodies. Urgent testing of the newborn is recommended. Mother has been informed. And below, in the discharge papers for the home, it said, infant is healthy, surrendered for social reasons. She knew. She knew she might be sick. And instead of testing me, instead of making sure I wasn't infected, she signed the release and bought that doctor's silence. She started life with a clean slate, got treatment, built a career, became Victoria Grant, the self-made woman. And I was just an erasable mistake. A HIPAA violation, concealing a diagnosis when placing a child into the system. These aren't just ethical breaches, they are criminal charges. And her current pristine medical status? I found a lab tech at the private clinic where she was treated. He confirmed for a fee that several of her tests over the years had been adjusted for insurance purposes. And then that day arrived. My assistant, Emily, called me from the front desk. Dr. Reed, a Victoria Grant is here to see you. No referral. Insists it's urgent. Show her to my office, Emily. And please, hold all my calls for the next half hour. She walked in, not like a patient, like a client coming for a business negotiation. Dr. Reed, Samantha, let me start with an apology. I was young, I was scared, I had no choice. There is always a choice, Miss Grant. You chose the option most convenient for you, twice, back then, and now by coming here. You don't understand. I'm dying. My kidneys are failing. My body rejects everything. Only you, only your kidney, your tissue match. You are my daughter. We have a chance to make things right. I will provide for you. I have connections. Make things right? An interesting choice of words. Let's talk about making things right. About medical corrections. For example, concealing your HIV-positive status from Child Services and the state in 1998. What? What are you saying? That's a lie. That's slander. A report from St. Luke's Hospital in Cincinnati, signed by Dr. Arthur Blake. He still practices, and was quite willing to give a statement, remembering a large sum of cash he received back then. Here is his affidavit. And here, your test results from the Silverline Clinic over the past 5 years. Strangely, your viral load there sometimes appears at the threshold of detection, then disappears. A lab tech, Marcus, shared some interesting details about special samples. Are you blackmailing me? Your own mother? Coldly. No, I'm informing you. As a doctor informs a patient of a diagnosis. Your diagnosis is mendacity and selfishness, and it's incurable. I've already sent copies of these documents to the FBI's Healthcare Fraud Department. to CMS, and to the editorial desk of the Boston Globe. Your New Hope Foundation for HIV-positive mothers. I think the journalists will find the irony in its name particularly poignant. Your insurance will void your policy. Your partners will turn their backs. You won't be thinking about a transplant. You won't be thinking about anything but the courtroom. She didn't get my kidney. She got her past, delivered on a silver platter. Her pristine biography unraveled like a fake passport. The story hit the papers. The business angel with a dirty secret. Her charity empire collapsed overnight. I don't feel joy. I feel emptiness. The same emptiness that was always there. But now it's clean. There's no more why left in it, only the answer. I'm still Dr. Reed. I still save lives. But now I sleep at night. And when I look out of my office window at the Boston skyscrapers, I no longer search them for a stranger's face. I see my city, my life. It no longer belongs to her shadow. So what do you think? Was this justice or cold-blooded revenge? What does betrayal by those who were supposed to protect you do to a person? Write in the comments. And if this story struck a chord, hit that like button and subscribe. Because the truth, however bitter, is the only thing that remains in the end. Thank you for listening.